Unfiltered Finance.
2022's 10 best performing stocks. 10. CVR Energy Inc. CVR Energy is an oil refinery and fertilizer producer. Russia is one of the world's biggest fertilizer producers, and U.S. producers expect huge profits this year as prices for nitrogen, phosphates, urea and ammonia skyrocket. In May, CVR reported 57.1% growth in refining revenue and 265.6% growth in nitrogen fertilizer sales in the first quarter and said it repaid the full $65 million in secured bonds, at 9.25% in June 2023, with fertilizer prices still high. During the summer months, investors can expect even stronger numbers for the second quarter. 9. Occidental Petroleum Corp. Occidental Petroleum is an American oil and gas company and is the only large-cap stock among the market's 10 best-performing stocks in 2022. In addition to benefiting from rising oil prices, Occidental has earned the credit big responsibility from one of the biggest investors on Wall Street. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway Inc. purchased 153.5 million shares of Occidental in 2022, a position worth approximately $9 billion. Not only does Buffett own about 16% of the shares in Occidental, Berkshire also holds warrants to buy nearly 8 million more shares. If implemented, it would increase his stake by more than 25%. Oxy stock is up 103.1% so far. 8. Alpha Metallurgical Resources Inc. Alpha Metallurgical Resources is a coal mining company based in Tennessee. While clean energy may be the biggest long-term growth trend in the energy sector, coal prices have risen alongside oil and gas prices so far in 2022, as the world struggles to combat energy shortages by any means necessary. In fact, over the past year, the price of coal has increased by 180%, significantly higher than the 2% increase in the price of crude oil and the 58% increase in the price of natural gas. In March, Alpha reported revenue growth of 177.5% and net profit growth of 1,317% for the first quarter. This impressive growth has brought AMR's stock up 111.5% to date. 7. Peabody Energy Corp. Peabody Energy is one of the largest pure coal producers in the world. Even before the conflict in Ukraine sent coal prices skyrocketing, Peabody saw 58% growth in coal sales in the first quarter of 2022. Additionally, Peabody had already paid off $2 million in debt and signed a conversion offer of $320 million for additional payment. Expensive debt. Given the recent coal price trends and the lack of any meaningful progress towards a solution in Ukraine, Peabody investors can understand the expectation that the company's strong growth numbers will continued throughout 2022. BTU stock is up 111.8% to date. 6. Consol Energy Inc. Consol Energy produces coal in the Appalachian Basin of the United States. Like other coal stocks, Consol has benefited from soaring energy prices, especially since Russia's invasion of Ukraine. In May, Consol reported first quarter revenue growth of 7%. Consol also generated $118 million in free cash flow, increased its unrestricted cash flow to more than $70 million, and paid off nearly $39 million in debt. Consol reported record marine terminal revenue of $21 million for the quarter and said its Itman prep plant is on track to start operations in the second half of 2022. Consol stock is up 117% so far. 5. PBF Energy Inc. PBF Energy is an independent refining company that produces gasoline, diesel, and other refined products. PBF has taken advantage of the favorable energy environment to significantly improve its balance sheet in recent quarters, paying off $390 million in debt in just 15 months. Diesel prices have increased by 58% in 2022, while gasoline prices have increased by 7%. Investors can expect PBF to continue to improve its balance sheet and even potentially reinstate dividends that were suspended in March 2020. Shares of PBF Energy are up 123.8% so far. 4. Lantheus Holdings Inc. Lantheus is a diagnostic imaging technology company. Shares of Lantheus jumped 39% in February, the day the company reported results in explosive Q revenue, and about 16% in April on earnings boost and earnings guidance for 2022. Lantheus is also generating impressive sales growth for its Definity diagnostic ultrasound enhancement device. The company's positive sales momentum has pushed EBT stock up 128.6% so far. 3. SRRA Oncology Inc. SRRA Oncology is a late-stage biopharmaceutical company developing momelotinib to treat myelofibrosis patients with anemia. Shares of SRRA jumped about 38% in early April when GSK plc, formerly known as GlaxoSmithKline, announced the acquisition of SRRA $1.9 billion at $55 per share. GlaxoSmithKline has been a leader in hematology, and it is expected that momelotinib sales will begin in 2023 and are likely to increase significantly from there. Shares of SRRA are trading at $5.99 as of June 30th, leaving barely any gains for investors. Still, the takeover announcement was enough to push SRRA's annual stock gain to 152.9%, making it one of the best performing companies of 2022. 2. NexTier Oilfield Solutions Inc. Like other energy stocks, energy services company NexTier Oilfield Solutions benefits from rising oil and gas prices in 2022. In early January, the stock rallied more than 20%, it updated its financial guidance, and the stock's upward momentum continued. In April, NexTier reported first quarter revenue of $635 million, the fourth straight quarter growing at least 25%. CEO Robert Drummond said mining capacity is almost fully utilized at this point, positioning NexTier to generate free cash flow and profitable growth for the foreseeable future. Next stock is up 167.9% to date. 1. Scorpio Tankers Inc. Scorpio Tankers operates a fleet of cross-sea tankers transporting refined petroleum products around the world. Tanker prices skyrocketed as Russia invaded Ukraine, and Scorpio took advantage of the favorable environment by deciding to reduce debt by $513 million in the first half of 2022. The company estimates that high tanker prices are likely to help the company generate $50 million by convention cash until the end of the second trimester. Rising demand for refined products, supply chain disruptions, and historically low inventories will continue to support tanker prices. Shares of Scorpion are up 169% to date. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to reaching out top company stories and breaking news with unfiltered finance.